I think we're pretty much live everywhere. Hey everybody. It's Erin from Erin Makes, and welcome. I'm looking at two different cameras here, but welcome. We are going to be talking about my card swap today. So if you are part of the card swap that I did, sorry, again, looking at two different cameras, then this is like showing all the amazing cards. This is just one of a few videos that we are doing for the card swap, and the sponsor of the card swap is Edding, and I'm going to get more into what the sponsor entails. But welcome to the card swap video. One of the card swap videos. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about what this card swap thing is all about. About 2.5, 3 months ago, I announced I was doing a card swap, and some of the cards we have, I did a tally, and I'm gonna have to tweak the name, but we got 10, 20, 30, we have 40 different cards from at least 15 different card swappers that we're gonna show you today. So what's the point of me showing off all these amazing cards? Number one, because these are all amazing card makers and it gives inspiration to everybody. Number two, I love to give back for all those that send their cards in, give them a chance to see what the cards are like so you guys can get some inspiration. Give a shout out to all these amazing card makers. Hey, everybody on Instagram, everybody on YouTube and Facebook. And not everybody has a YouTube channel or has an Instagram or has a way to show off all their beautiful card makers. So I'm giving all of these amazing card makers a platform to show off their amazing creations and then also to inspire you. There is a giveaway. Edding Markers is our amazing sponsor for this giveaway, and they are giving away 2 wonderful marker sets. So we have 2 different brush marker sets that is part of the giveaway. The giveaway is live as of right now. Link is down in the information section if you're interested in joining the giveaway. If you had already sent in your card swap, then you will be getting one of the markers in your return package. And what color you get is completely random. So I was sent 6 different colors, and basically you're going to be getting one of these along with a little flyer from Edding Markers. So you get to try one of these amazing new brush metallic markers out for yourself. But if you did not get a chance to be part of the card swap, or if you want to have a chance of winning even more colors of the markers, that is what the giveaway is all about. It is open to the USA only, but link is down in the information section. It is open to everybody. So it'll be going on almost through the end of this month. I believe I'm capping it at the 27th. So there's a good 24 days for this giveaway. So make sure you head on over, link Instagram. I will put the link as soon as we are done. I forgot to put that up on my Instagram link, but you can head over to YouTube or my Facebook and the link is there. So I will make sure I put that link up for you guys. Sorry about that. But YouTube and Facebook is down in the information section. So make sure you check that out there. So if you want to win some amazing, and these have not been released yet. Like I think they just hit the market a couple of days ago. Like these are brand new. So if you're wanting to try out a new marker that has not yet been really out there that much, this is your chance to get them. So I think that's really cool. It's like super big sneaker peeker on this one, right? So the Edding markers are so good. What do we do? You did be on the giveaway. The link is down in the information section. It tells you what you need to do to enter into the giveaway. So go to that link and everything is there. It's down in the information section. So that is, just follow the link. It's very easy. Also, if you want to be a part of all of I have another giveaway coming up real soon. I've got other events coming up. I've got some in-person events coming up. I've got classes, I've got summits, I got all kinds of cool stuff. So if you want to be part of all the cool things that are going on, newest releases, newest giveaways, card swap events, this one's officially closed. When's the next one going to start? Make sure you join my newsletter. In my newsletter, it is in my information section of my YouTube channel and Instagram and Facebook. So just click on that newsletter and you guys will get all the cool information of new stuff coming out. Okay, so let's back to the card swap. All right. So this first set of cards is all from Shelly Seamers. She has beautiful cards. I love these cards. And this is why I love doing these videos, is because it really does give a shout out for all these wonderful card makers that have these wonderful cards. And then also just how cool they are. So she's taken a white cardstock base. And one of the things, I always leave it up to my Facebook group to decide what kind of cards they want to do for the next swap. And spring was unanimously chosen. The only one that I don't change is the Christmas card one. But I open it up for Christmas, Hanukkah, all the big events, they're all there. And so this one was picked by spring, and it was also chosen to be the A2 size card, which basically just means it's 4.25 by 5.5, because you don't send in the envelopes. So that means everybody's envelope, everybody's card, It just happens to be I was keeping my tally mark on there, how many cards were on here. That means all the cards fit in the size envelope. So if the card's a little smaller, but as long as it fits in the envelope, it is totally good to go. So that was what the theme was for this particular swap. She has then taken a green cardstock, and it looks like she used a die that has the stitched edging, which is so beautiful. Couple of different ovals. We have and this one's also got a stitched edging on the oval as well, or a little dot edging. So that's in purple. A white oval that she has also die cut. And this one, she added some embossing. So if you guys can see that, can you guys see it? It looks like it went through an embossing folder, and it looks like a little bit of a brick wall. It's really, really subtle, which I love that. And then she's got these beautiful stamped flowers that have been die cut out. She's added a few extra butterflies, a little bow at the bottom. And it's stunning. It's super stunning. So these cards are from Shelly Seamers, and they're gorgeous. You know, one thing I did forget to do, and I'm going to ask everybody to put this out for everybody. I forgot to have everybody put their link to a social media. I have done that for the other card swaps, and I switched gears in how everybody entered this year. So if you're on the card swap, there is a list right now that says, yes, I've received your package. It also has that you are getting I'm going to put the next cards out so Instagram doesn't look completely bored here. So that way you guys can see like what video you're on, but also if you've got a social media link, so if you've got an Instagram, a Facebook, a YouTube that you want me to link back to so people can follow your card making, go ahead and add it to that spreadsheet. And I'll put that information into the Facebook group as well. But if you're watching right now and you want me to add it to this video or for your future video, that's where we're going to put that is on that spreadsheet, because that's a spreadsheet that we communicate with each other. Okay, on to the next card. Let's look at this next beautiful card. Here we have Happy Spring. Look at these gorgeous cards. There was 3 or 4 other colors of this. The number of cards everybody sent in was either in batches of 10 or batches of 20. And either you could do all your 20 cards or all 10 cards the same, or you could do every single one different. It doesn't matter to me, however you want to do that. This one is by Berta Too Good. And again, she had one, I think that was a pink background. She had a yellow background, meaning that the card, this little frame on the outside, that was the color that changed. But so she's got inspiration from the colors that she put inside this window. So we have a base background color that's a little bit different for each card. We have a black, and then she's die cut out the word Happy Spring in white to really make it pop. And then we have this grid up here. So she's taken a square, stamped the image of the hummingbird, and on the background, it looks like she's done some really pretty ink blending of some really pretty warm colors. I just love them, but she's added some cool colors in there as well. And then cut it into 4s and separate it out, and a little gem in there for the hummingbird eye, and then another little gem on the corner. So how everybody interpreted the word spring was totally up to you. That was your call. These ones were Berta's. She decided to go with the hummingbird. I always see them come out in spring, so I totally get it. All right, this next card is from Kim Amaturo. All right, so here is hers. And I love this funky stamp. I think she stamped it and then she colored it in. And the only reason why I see that is because some of her other ones, I think she's done herself. Like she's sketched on her cards, which I think is awesome. And here she has: fun friend, nice friend, kind friend, wise friend, happy friend, my friend. So her interpretation of spring was flowers, which that's an easy one for spring. That one's really fun. And then it's on a pink card base, and she's popped it with a little bit of yellow. So that's one of the cards that she did. Another card that she did right here. This one, again, as long as it fits inside an envelope that is catered to be an A2 size envelope. So this fits just because it's a 4 1/4. It's a little bit shorter than 5 1/2, and that's totally fine. Totally fits within the vibe of what we're going with. She's done 2 stamps here, which are these beautiful tulips that she's colored in. She has happy thoughts as a circle, and then another little section, but she's like made it a grid, which is just a fun way to do it. And then lift it up, and that's her card. This one, I think she doodled herself, which is why if I'm wrong on this, I'm so sorry, but I think she did this herself. So again, we're still with Kim Amaturo. And so I think she hand doodled the frog. I think she doodled the lily pad. So this is all her. And then she colored it in. And I love when people get in their cards and like, you don't have to use a stamp. You can use, the card making is so open to anything you want to do. Sky is the limit, guys. Sky is the limit. She's done it on the green to color it in to go with the beautiful frog. And it's just a little happy frog. It's like this fun spring moment. You know, spring is coming alive and everything is blooming. And then she has one other one where it's this beautiful vining of a wreath of spring flowers, and she's colored them all in. So that, I believe, is a stamp, and then lined it with the white to make the white pop in there. And it's just so pretty. It's gorgeous. And again, a little bit smaller, but it fits inside an A2 size envelope. So it's totally fine because it fits within the right space. So those are all from Kim Amaturo. The next set of cards we have, these are your belly band. I think they go this way because that's the way she has all of her names. Whoops, no, this one goes this way. So I guess it doesn't matter, or she put it on backwards. You could go either way. Once I open one of them, you'll see. So these are all from Kathy Friedman. And I do ask that everybody does put their name on the backs of their cards because number one, as I'm doing these videos, I can shout you out and say, hey, this is your card, and I give you credit for your amazing work. Number two, this is your piece of art. This is your work that you've put into it, and nobody should be able to claim anybody else's handiwork. So I really do feel that you should, just like in any art piece, if you're going to do a painting, if you're going to do anything, then you might, okay, sorry, I'm reading a comment and I'll come back to the comment in a minute. If you were going to do a piece of artwork, you were going to put your name on it. You're going to sign it. You're going to put your initials on it somewhere. No different than a card. Claim your art, claim your card by putting your name on it. And some people have amazing stamps. Some people just handwrite it. Whatever works, I think that's totally awesome. So I love these ones. All right, so this is a belly band card, and it's got a fun, oops, I got a little stuck there. So just belly bands off, and then she's got a couple of different panels. So she's done a fun entering just by doing a diagonal cut. And this is a gatefold card, so it opens up like a gate. So here it is. And so she's had this fun paper right here. She added another fun paper on the side. Sometimes she did the same paper on both cards. So she opens it up. She has a white panel. She's added some extra strips on the inside here, which is, I think, is just so much fun, and a little butterfly on the inside. So I believe the card goes like that, and she just put her name on the wrong side, which is fine. And then the spring part of the whole thing is because on the center of the belly band, she has this beautiful, plus spring colors, it works, and a little flower in the center there. And she's changed up her flowers. Sometimes she puts them on a bigger medallion. So, but the concept of the card is the same. So somebody said that this might be a Laura Kelly Designs. And the only reason I'm saying it's not is because I can tell this is not stamped, that this card that Kim did, so I didn't want to say the wrong name, this has been done in pen. Like I can see the pen marks that she has physically drawn on here, and it's not a stamped image. It's very different in terms of what it looks like, and I can see her pen marks that she doodled that. But you're right, it does very much look like a Laura Kelly Designs because she does some really, really cute designs. You're absolutely right. All right, next we have these ones. I had to put her name because she did not put her name, but this is from Debbie Crampon. So please put your name on the back of your cards for a lot of reasons. One, I don't send your card back to you by accident because I do look at the back of the cards before I put them in the envelopes and then put your name on them with your return mailing address. I just don't want to mess up and send you back your card. I do my best to not do that and to change it up so you get everybody else's cards. So these ones are from Debbie Crampon, but she did put on her package that she was wanting to donate. So I need to reach out to her because you can also, instead of getting cards back from a card swap, you could choose to donate cards to the card swap, but you don't get any back in return. Totally fine. Whatever works for you. I've had a few people do that over the years. So she's taken some beautiful floral papers. So here she has some gorgeous floral papers on a white cardstock base, a little fishtail down here at the bottom with another contrasting floral paper. So since this was really bright, she went a little more muted, or since this was more muted, she went with a really bright color. And then just added a really big cut file that probably came from the paper line. So happiness blooms from within and I love nature, hitting the spring vibe of, flowers and blooming and nature and that kind of fun stuff. And then a little bit of a mat on there and then some gems. Just keeping it super simple. It's a great way to use some of those cut apart pieces that you get in your papers because, it's just put them on cards. It's already like a stamp that's colored in and ready for you. They're adorable. Another couple still from Debbie. So just want to make sure it's been, Debbie Crampon. These ones are fun. You guys know I'm a sucker for a fun fold card. And these ones are, I love these. Look at this. So it's like this little accordion in the back. Again, when it's all folded up, I always like to have an envelope here. You guys can see it can fit right in to the size of an envelope. So all of her cards, different score marks, and then it folds into itself. So it creates this little kind of waterfall effect right here. And then as it opens up, you just kind of have this cool space. So now you've got a layer here, and then a back layer that you can write on. And so she's done that for a bunch of her cards, a little bit of a card flap right here. These ones, again, these are pieces that come from some of your card kits that have little envelopes with like little separate cards. Great use for those. And here's another version. She's added little stickers to that, and it's just fun, right? I love cards that just kind of go, ooh, that's a little different. I might have to, and then it stands really cool. I love it when they just stand and they're fun. So it's just, you can really see all the coolness of the cards. So that's a fun one as well. She made a whole bunch of those. She did like 10 of these, and then she did 10 of the other ones. All right. These beautiful bee cards. I love everybody's interpretation of spring. There's definitely a lot of like bees and flowers and birds and stuff. I love that. There's a few other fun ones that we're going to get to in a minute too. And this is just one of a few videos that are coming out to do with the card swap. All right, so these ones are from Sarah. She says, Sarah from New Jersey. All right, so she's in all of her cards. As you can tell, they're very similar, but they're small differences. The first difference is what the background paper is. So she's either done dots, she did solid colors, she had different, but they were all yellow. So all variations of yellow, or even getting into kind of like a really almost an orangey, but not quite. And then she has embossed them. So if you guys can see, it's probably better on the, when I angle it. Can you guys see that honeycomb right there, that little honeycomb? You guys see that little honeycomb? So every single one of these has the embossing. It's a lot easier to see on the solid color on video. In person, you can see them right away, and you can definitely feel them. I love the texture of embossing, and I always forget to do it. So that's a honeycomb embossing. And then she's added some really pretty flowers, popped it with an opposite color. So instead of seeing with the yellow, now we've got these big bright pinks. And then obviously to keep in the idea of the honeybee, we've got black. So she's got a little honeycomb here, where she's put a bee, and it says be happy with more flowers, and another bee in the corner. So really cute, bright and cheery. I'm loving it. Loving the flowers. She made another, oh, this is from Kathy Wilson Creates. This is gorgeous. I think it goes like this. Sorry, this just reminds me of stained glass, the way that it's put together. It is so, so pretty. It just looks like a work of art in stained glass. So I believe this is all of a cut file. I mean, you can cut it on your Cricut or your Scan and Cut or your Silhouette. So these are all cut files that you then piece together. And the dragonfly has wings, and she's even added a little bit of a clear acetate in some of the wing and part of the wing, so you can see through. So it really does have that look of a dragonfly. And that's where I think that vibe of that stained glass, because it's just so cool. I absolutely love that. And so it's got a dragonfly coming in. It looks like it's coming in through a lake or a river or a pond, probably a pond, because now we have the lily pads, and you can see the ripples of the water, and you've got the rings. So it's lots of this intricate paper piecing, and it's just so pretty. And that is all just on, and on the inside, sorry, the garden of the world has no limits except in your mind. I love that. That's such a pretty little saying. I love that one. I didn't look to see if there was a saying. Oh, a little bee on the inside of the bee. I'm trying to do my best to remember to open every card, because you guys put wonderful things inside each card. All right, so here is another set. This is again also from Kathy Wilson Creates. So she does have an Instagram handle. So here I see Kathy Wilson Creates. So I will go back and add her handle to this. I need to make sure. I got a couple of cards of people, and I'll go back and add everybody's Instagram handles, or if they've got a YouTube channel, please put the links so I don't forget to add them. I forgot to ask for them ahead of time. I'll do that this time. I'm sorry about that, everybody. So she has taken a really cute, I think this is done in a Cricut, where she's cut the flower, but then you have the ability to put a marker into your Cricut or your Silhouette, and it'll draw, hence it'll draw right through there. So it hits those same, that's why it's so perfect looking. So it'll draw on there. So it'll cut it and then draw, and there's a place to put the marker and the blade at the same time. And then she's just made, and then I think it's also been drawn for her, and then you just glue it all together. So it's the flower, it draws the petals and the flower, and then you just glue all the pieces, but variations of the same flower, and they're just really cute and pretty. And then I love, some of them are regular leaves, some of them are little heart leaves. Just change up the colors of the flowers, change up the colors of the base of the card. And let's see if there's a little, no, it's just plain on the inside, which is fine. You don't have to go and put something on the inside of every card. All right, this next one, super, super pretty. This one is from Wendy Wendell, and she has done, I think she did like 10 with the pink and then 10 with the yellow. Same concept for the card, absolutely gorgeous. The blue that's in the background has been embossed. So let me raise that. You guys see that beautiful embossing on there? It's so gorgeous. And then we've got all these gorgeous die cut pieces that's either been die cut on like by hand. So she had a die, or it's been done on her Cricut or something. And then the word die cut hello. So it just looks like a little floral spray with the word hello on there. And it's just so pretty. Gorgeous cards. I love all the inspiration I get from all these amazing cards. All right, so here is another set, a gorgeous set. This one is from Michelle Gonzer. So she's taken a stamp and she's colored it in with orange, and then she's fussy cut it out, or she's die cut it out. I'm not 100%. There probably is a die that goes with that. And then she's layered it on top of another beautiful spring like flower paper, and then added a couple. So same concept, but then add a little stamp. You are the best and grateful for all you do. So really hitting that spring vibe. And on the inside, she's got more of that gorgeous paper and then a little fussy cut of some of it at the bottom. So just a little interest on the bottom of her cards, which is really fun. And this one, she put a stamp, grateful for all you do. So she took that stamp from here and then she used it on this card. And again, a little interest on the inside of the card by having some paper on the inside. She did another really pretty one. So this is another gorgeous set, also from Michelle Gonzer. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. These ones, she took probably a paper set that she had a whole bunch of the same kind of paper set. And then she cut it and then angled it. So she's got different layers. And then she just mixed and matched. So sometimes she used the middle layer in the middle, and sometimes you can see the same paper at the top. Here we have one in the top and in the middle, and then this one the same, but she mixed and matched. She had a few of these. So you can take like 3 or 4 sets of 6x6 sheets of paper, cut them to size, just cut them on angles, and then mix and match them, which just makes it really fun. And then she's added a little floral here in the center. So we have some little floral space been die cut out. This little center piece right here is another die cut piece, stamped thinking of you, and a little floral in yellow right there. And then just there it is. But it's a fun way to kind of use lots of pattern papers. Sometimes I think we get stuck and we're like, what do we do with all this gorgeous pattern paper? How do we use that in our cards? This is a great way. This is a wonderful way to use your pattern papers. It's gorgeous. All right, another cute one. So another theme for spring, because we started this card slot back and I want to say February. So we hadn't come across Easter yet. And so I did get a couple comments like, it's spring, we're not going to be able to use the cards this spring. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I got to give enough time for everybody to make the cards, send them in, for me to do the videos, swap them around and mail them back. So yeah, you're not going to get them back until the end of May, but now you have all these amazing cards ready for next spring when you need them. So spring also includes Easter. So there's lots of Easter themed cards in some of these, but this one could go a little, and it's a bunny. I get bunnies in my backyard. I don't automatically think Easter when it comes with bunnies. And it just says celebrate spring. So she's got this really cute bunny paper. So it doesn't have to always be Easter when you see bunnies. You could think anything else. She's got the other wonderful die cut. And it looks like this is a layering die cut. So this is the opposite piece. Really cute stamped bunny, celebrate spring. And then a little ribbon at the bottom. And then it's on kind of like a minty, a really, really like soft mint color. So it's matching in with the color of the die cut paper she had on the front. And then this is a fun one. So far, this is the only one I've seen where somebody's gone with the word, like with the rain boots and kind of like spring showers and lots of rain. So sending you smiles. So we've got a couple of really pretty rain boots. It's a great way to do a stamp and a die with out coloring it. Use a pattern paper because that's the pattern that would be on the boots anyway, would be like pink polka dots. Such a smart idea. And then she's layered that with a white circle to kind of give a contrast to the other dot paper, which is different. So she's really playing on the pink, which I love it. So more dot paper in the back and then sending a smile. So very just heavily pink and white, but playing with all the versions. And then growing out of the boots, we have some little flowers because why not? And then open it up, a little extra something at the bottom here of her pink card. And they're adorable. So I'm loving them. And again, that is also from Michelle Gonzer. So those were all of her cards that we just got finished seeing of hers. All right, so spring goes all the way into June, which includes Cinco de Mayo, which is coming up in a couple of days. So that's what I mean. I'm like, I have to do this on this video because it was such a cute card, but it's also like tacos. Everybody loves tacos. I just had tacos. Tacos are part of my life. I love tacos. This one is from, oh, she didn't put it on here, but I think she put it on. This is from Sheila Kruger. It fell off on here. So let's talk about your birthday. Again, I feel like tacos are definitely, because it's Cinco de Mayo, you could spin it. But again, it's however you interpreted spring, which I love that. So white card base, hope you have a great day. And then just really cute tacos. This is one where it was like a set of dies, and then it's stamped with a little face on there. So super adorable. Here's another one. Again, she went with Thinking of You with the floral. So that was her spring vibe. This is still from Sheila Kruger. And she just picked a really pretty pattern paper and then added this die cut element in the center. This looks like lace, but it's made out of paper, and a simple stamp of Thinking of You. Such a beautiful, simple, and gorgeous card. I love that. And on the inside, just a little note to let you know what I'm thinking about you. And so the theme was spring, however we wanted to do that. Hey, Rhonda. All right. Here's another spring. So spring also, in my mind, this is where I'm going. Spring is spring break. And a lot of people like to go to Florida for spring break or someplace where there's flamingos. So, you know, totally ties in with that. So here she's having a fun card. On the inside, it's a beautiful day to be good to you. And then we have our flamingo that's been paper pieced together. Super cute flamingo. Couple of fun pattern papers that she's cut the oval out. This is not, she didn't put the pattern papers and then the oval on top. The pad of papers actually had the oval cut out of them. So this is the back of the card right here. So it's just a different way of doing it, which I think is fun. And then a little stamp up here that's just to just be you. So cute on those ones. Here we have another set. This one looks like it's been done like in a Cricut or something like that. So cutting machine. We have this beautiful floral front and it's got 2 layers. We have the darker purple, then the lighter purple, and they've been glued together on top of the white. So you can still see the white in the background. And then you have these gorgeous butterflies. And it looks like there's 2 layers. There's a background layer and then there's a front layer that has 2 pieces. So there's actually 4 layers to each of these butterflies. And they're just really, really gorgeous. I love that. And again, also from Sheila. And she's Snark Cards 85006. So I'll put that link when we're done. And then another fun one, purple with yellow. Such a great combination of purple and yellow together mixed with the white. So we have a grid background on white cardstock with light and dark purple. And then another rectangle here with a hugs to you. I think that's been stamped, but it could be handwritten. It's on a metallic. It looks like a metallic pen. Or it could have been done like in a Cricut where the Cricut, sorry, it's very shiny. Looks like the Cricut could have wrote that for her, and then some of her beautiful flowers. And is this part of a card swap? Yes, these are all cards that came in for my spring card swap. So I'm giving a shout out to all the amazing card makers that sent their cards in before I mail them back. So everybody, you can see, because the other side of it is you send in 20 cards, you're only going to get 20 cards back. You're not going to see all the cards that get sent in. And I literally get thousands of cards that get sent in. There's 50 swappers this time. So we can have upwards of 50 swappers. So, well, you guys do the math. 50 swappers, and let's assume times 20. So 5 times 2, 2,000 cards. That's a lot of cards. I can't send all the cards back. So you want to get inspiration from card swaps. That's why I love doing the card swaps. That's why I love doing them. So this is a way to get inspiration by me doing all these videos. Now, I can't show every single card. I will say that because not everybody sends one. So for instance, like Sheila did a bunch of cards. So hers were all a little bit different. But so I do max of like 4 to 5 per person. So it's a sampling of their cards. There's still cards that I did not put on video because if I did every single card, I would be doing these videos for days. It's a lot of videos. Okay. All right. So these ones are from Christina Matthey. Here we go. Debbie, why are you saying, oops, sorry. I'd love to know. Sorry. I did actually have a question for you, Debbie, just while we're here and you're live. It says donation on there. Can you answer real fast? Are you wanting to have cards sent back to you? I haven't looked to see if you put the order in yet. So I was going to verify that after I got done. But it said the word donation. Or are you just donating the cards to swap and you don't want some back? That's what I'd love to know. So if you could answer that question here, that would be great. So I love lives. We can answer these questions. Okay, so back to these ones. This is from Christina Matthey. I love when you guys put your names on the back. It's fantastic. Shout yourself out. So she did a lot of Easter cards, which again, I know Easter is past this year, but there's nothing wrong with hanging on to your cards for next year. Some really cute Easter bunny cards. I'm putting these two together because this is a great way to use pattern paper in the background and then a fun element, either as a big layer and then you've got your mat and then a pattern paper. And then she used a band before her big element in the center. Or you can have a mat and then use your pattern paper as a section and then another contrasting color at the bottom and then your big element. So it's just 2 different ways of kind of getting the same concept, having your big element, but just different ways of showing it, I guess is the best way. And then on the inside, she's got some stamps in here that are like, may the good news of Easter fill your heart with joy and hope. And this one says Happy Easter. And then again, the same stamped sentiment on the inside. Here we have another couple of cards. Again, very Eastery cards. I love them. On the inside, same Easter, same stamp sentiment. Maybe she actually printed these. It's very possible she printed these on her computer and then layered them. So this is a fun way of doing lots of fun layers again. This one is with a diamond shape. So here we have, it's layers of pattern paper with solid cardstock to contrast. So we have the solid paper of the yellow with the pattern gingham of the orange. Another layer here this time as a vertical band with the carrots. And then to keep contrasting all these pattern papers, you put a solid cardstock in between. And then the centerpiece, this is your center focal point. She has hippity hoppity with a little Easter bunny right there. For this one, same concept. She's done the pattern paper contrasting with but she's kept all of it very monotone. So the blue is now our contrasting color with all of these. And then just as another fun element, she's added a focal point element, and then you're a good egg right here to go with the egg paper, which is really cute. I love all those contrasting fun things. So another couple of cute cards. This is another set that we have here. These are ones are little fun like elements. They almost feel like they're like they came from a die cut pack or something. They're this really cute. So here she's just taken this beautiful, it looks like almost like paint pouring paper. It's really gorgeous. And then just added the bunny on there with some little stickers. And then again, she's stamped on the inside. I think she's printed this on her computer. And then here, instead of just putting it straight on that marbly paper, she's added an oval with a focal point. So that way the chicks are not just floating in midair. She's given them a place to rest with a little happy Easter, and spring is sprung with those cute little. So a way to use your stickers / die cuts. Fun way to do that. And then here we have a couple of fun openings. So the card opening is the same. It's just orientated differently. Again, these are from Christina Maffey. So it's a card where you're actually slicing the card off a little narrower. Oops, let me go over here. So you're actually slicing the card off a little bit more narrow. And then when you fold it closed, you can see that this little extra piece right here. So it looks like it's all one card, but it actually is a little narrower. So that's why this piece still shows. Same thing on this card. It's cut a little bit more narrow. So that one piece shows right there. So it's just a little bit different. And then to complete the card, to line it all up, so you have this hangover piece. So again, she's done that with both. This is a horizontal version and a vertical version of the same card. A beautiful big element in the front, and then a little stamped piece on the inside, just to kind of tell you what's chocolate eggs and bunnies too. Lots of goodies for all of you. Here's a little card to say happy Easter day. So again, hitting that spring theme. All right, these ones are so pretty. These ones are all from Misty O'Barr, and just look how gorgeous these are. She gave me a little note so that way I knew what they were all about, but look how tremendously gorgeous all of these stunning cards are. They're so pretty. Okay, so she says these are from Maker Forte. These are glazing phases stamp set, and they're heat embossed. So she has stamped it. This one she stamped in black and heat embossed in black. This one's gold, silver, and then gold again. And then she watercolored them in all a little bit differently. So she watercolor marker sprayed with waters to blend. So here she's gone more red, so very warm tones, greens, blues, pinks, and purples. So it's the same concept, just what she chose to put into them. And she did a variety of each of these. I think they're really stunning. And then the sentiments here, sentiments from Maker Forte, simply sayings, missing you friends. They're just little cut apart pieces or like chipboard pieces. And then she's matted it to really focus in the color. So because this is mostly blue, she has a blue mat on the back, mostly green, the green. This one's more red and this one's more purple. So it's just really, really pretty. I love the look of these. And again, hitting that spring tone, we've got some flowers in there. It's just a really pretty floral mandala, and just so many different ways to do these. And it's like the moon phases. It's just, they're cool. They're really pretty. I think I'm going to keep one for myself. I put cards in for myself too. So I do put my own cards into the swap so I can keep some. I think that's why I did the swap, is because I wanted to have more cards that other people have made that I think are fun and give me inspiration. So I decided to host my own card swap, because why not? And it's gone huge. Like we get 50 to 100 people every time. It's crazy. All right. This is from Chris Gillis. Super, super cute cards. I love these. So she's got her spring with her little dogs out there, and they're going to the flowers. Really pretty. So here she's taken a green cardstock base where she's opened up a white insert, little flowers on the inside that she's stamped. And then she's added some more just kind of stamps in there in the same kind of similar green color to look like it's more grass. We have our little puppy dog here. She's got a couple of dogs that she's popped up. And then we have an oval, so it looks like you're going into the cherry blossoms, which is so pretty. So she's got the stamp, it looks like with the cherry blossoms, a little vellum, so it looks like it's the sky, and then a ribbon across the center. So it's such a pretty little card. So cool, so cute. I love the dogs on there. Also from Chris Gillis, this time we're hitting very butterfly floral. So it looks like she put some butterflies that she has die cut out, laid them down, and then I think she sprayed and therefore she took her ink pad. So you see it's a mask. And so it's a really pretty way of getting this wonderful background color to her cards. And they're just really fun. And then she did one big butterfly as a cutout in this beautiful shiny paper, and then stamped, "The secret to happiness is to count your blessings, not your birthdays." And that has been heat embossed in purple. And then rounded the corners with a black. And this one, she did it in kind of a teal color. We had purple. She also had some with, so think of the colors that are in the background here. That is the color of the cardstock base that she did for all of her cards. So really gorgeous ones there. And I just had that really pretty shimmer and shine. And then little gems to finish it off. All right, here we have another set of beautiful cards. This is from Betsy Dodds. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. So hitting our spring theme with flowers. So pretty. So here we have our cardstock base, a couple little stamps on the inside for a special person on a special day. Gorgeous. So then we have a pink cardstock base, and she's got this die cut that's got these little hearts. And so she's left the hearts with the white so you can see the pink from underneath. She's cut the card with the floral short, and that comes like it's just a partial. And then she's finished with the circle, so it kind of has this border of the hearts around it, which is just really fun. I love when you kind of have this. She really thought about the layers and how the layers are working together. Stamped wishes for a beautiful birthday there. And then she's got these die cut pieces, and they're all a little different. So each card was a tiny bit different, and some little florals. So just to create a floral interest on the side here. And then the ribbon with a little bit of a bow on the side there. So, and you can either have the bow. I think the bow is supposed to go up to kind of add to the little cluster. This one just, but it tucks, it works fine. Just kind of tuck to the side, or if it goes upwards like that, they work great no matter what. So those ones are from Betsy. Gorgeous. Next one, we have, this one's from Kessner Creations. So she has some cards that's on her Etsy account. So she's got social media. I will tag those. So she has little different ones for each one. I love, this is a great way to use your scrap paper. It's such a smart card. So again, this one's by Georgianne Kessner. So she's a beautiful pastel color. She's got this band of green, and then she has strips of the pattern paper going across, showing the white in between, and then just kept it nice and narrow, which is really pretty. A little bow off the side. It says, just a reminder that you are loved, and then a little fishtail right there. But such a great way to use your pattern paper scraps that you have, because you don't have to have a lot. And you could have everyone be different, everyone be the same, but a really smart way of doing that. Great way to use your beautiful pattern paper. You're like, I have all this pattern paper. What do I do with it? How do I make this really special? How do I make this cool? And so just leave it as is. Don't cover it up. Don't try to make anything. Make it a square, make it a big focal point, add a mat to it, and then a simple stamp to the bottom with some little gems. It's as simple as that. You don't have to go all out on your cards. Again, another one from Kessner's Creations. Here we have a beautiful, again, I love my fun folds. I love anything that opens a little differently, and this is a no different. So this is a card where she cut the top layer off and basically turned it on its side. So did a 90-degree. So when you open it up, it does this. So it hides the element on the inside, but it looks like it's all one piece. So the card base is this beautiful, kind of rich, gorgeous, I don't know, not quite a red, not quite, I don't know, there's a name for that. And it's not coming. Rosy, not rose. I don't know. It's gorgeous color. it's a pretty, and the word's not coming to my brain, but you know, orangey red, orangey pink, whatever color that is. If somebody's got a name for that color, let me know, because it's just fleeting my head. Gorgeous pattern papers, all these beautiful teacups with flowers coming out of them. And then again, you just cut the top off, you turn it on its side, you mat the pattern papers, and then you place this insert on the back. So where you place this fits right over top, so it's kind of hiding. And then she just also put the pattern papers on the inside, so it really fills up the entire card. It's very pretty. It's not peach either. It's like a dark peach. I don't know. Another version of the same card. So this is the same concept, but this time we're going horizontal, but she's put a little tweak to it. So instead of just taking the panel here and turning it, this now becomes a flap that you open. So there's a separate flap. So it's like a card within a card. So basically you take your outside card, you cut the front flap off, you fold this over, and then on the inside, you place another card where the flap goes the other direction. And then she added a little bow right here. So it kind of tucks inside and it hides. So it's got this illusion of being together. So it's such a fantastic, fun card. So she's done this all in purple, a couple of different purple, similar purple probably came as a pack, pattern papers. Hello Friend is right here. And then that pops open. And then she's got some other really pretty flowers inside of there. You guys know me and my fun folds. I love them. And then here is another one also by Georgianne, a really cute card here. Again, it's like out on a spring day, just having fun, enjoying the weather. So we have this little scene. So she's cut out a rectangle out of the center. Either this is a pattern paper or this has been stamped. I think it's a pattern paper. She's ink blended the inside. So we have a darker blue compared to the top. So it does look like there's a little bit of a gradation of a sky happening, which I love that. And then she is built. So she's added her own elements. So she added, this is where the hill is. You can see the green hill. And then she's attached all the beautiful little flowers growing up from the hill. And then she has her little bunny flying the kite and a little cloud. And it's just adorable. Great way to build a scene. And a little differently, she could have just built everything on the front of the card and had everything just built front, but she made it a peekaboo card, which is just makes it all that much more special because there's something kind of cool and unique about it. A little different. I love cards that are a little different. What can I say? All right, these ones are, and oh, this is from Donna Barthet. She made a few of them. So this one says, "A life is better with you." And I believe this is a stencil. So you're going to go through and you're going to stencil it. You put the one stencil down, you ink blend, and it could be the light green. Then you go in with the dark green. Then you go in with the light peach. And then you go in with the darker rosy color. And then and then you come in with the center. So it's a series of layered stencils that make this beautiful floral scene. Add this little pop. I believe that is with a, with foil, with heated foil. So she heated foiled and the life is better with you. I just love the look of it. I've never personally played with it, but I do love it. A little extra foil on the outside to tie everything together. And then friends like you bring out the sunshine in life. So hot foil, that's the word for it. Man, my words are not coming today. Another one from Donna. This one's, I love this. Look at this. It's this layering card. So first you're like, yeah, it's a peekaboo. I can tell. She's got the scallop here, the gingham, happy spring with the floral, cut out the center, little ribbon on the outside, all in a purple card. But then it's a card within a card. And so here's your first layer, and then here's your second layer. So just a fantastic idea. And may this day bring you peace and tranquility and harmony, and just tying in all the beautiful elements of spring. It's just a fun card. It's really pretty. I love that gingham. Here we have another beautiful card. So this is a great way to use some of your smaller stamps, make it look like it's a grid. So it's like a postage set. So they do look like little postage stamps you've stuck up on your card. So she's got the pink that's been cut out, and then you have a darker pink behind it. And then in each rectangle, she has its own little stamp, and it's been die cut out to make it look like it's a postage stamp, and then happy spring in the center, and then all colored in. Really, really adorable. And little stamps here in the corner to kind of finish off the center. And then Donna's last card, beautiful. This is a stamp set where you stamp it. It's got the border. You can stamp Happy Fabulous Day. So it really just does finish the card. This one's in sunflowers, so she's colored it in accordingly. And then matted it on yellow to really tie in the beautiful colors of the yellow on her card. And then a little white insert on the inside. And then our last cards of the day, look at these gorgeous cards. Again, I love a good fun fold and something that's just a little bit more of an interest. So instead of the whole card opening, it's a flat panel and it's just this piece that opens. And I think that is so cool. I think that's so much fun. So she really had fun. Let me open that one. I'm going to have to totally steal this idea because I love this idea. Such a fun way to do this. So you don't have to have a full card. It's just a back panel. And then this is the piece that opens. The downside is it doesn't stand as awesome because it doesn't come all the way to the bottom, but I love the look of this. This is just one of my favorites of today in terms of openings of cards. I love it because I haven't seen this one yet. This version where it's just this pull on the front. So I love cards I haven't come across yet. Well, I love card swaps. So for this one, she had a floral front. This one, she has spring is here as a little stamp sentiment. And then this one opens up and she's taken all these beautiful pattern papers, stamped in here, a little line here. So as you close it up, you can see the different colors. So she really thought about the dots and then the floral and then the dots again, but a little hint of it throughout. And then same thing here. She's got like the postage paper with lots of stuff. And then we have the floral. So as you open it up, same concept, having some in there. So oh my goodness, so many amazing, amazing cards. Lots of wonderful card makers. I do this to give a shout out to all the wonderful card makers who send in their cards because some do not have a social media to post it on, and they are fantastic card makers. So your thumbs up, your compliments, your comments, your all of that is shouts out to them. I'm just the vehicle and I am the platform to host it. But they do all the hard work. All of these amazing card workers do all the card work. And I'm just going back and showing you all the cards that were part of this video. More videos are to come. Do not fret. This was just the first few sets of cards that had come in. I'm still picking up more cards. The card swap is officially closed in terms of being able to mail the cards to me. And I'm going to be double checking to make sure I have payment that have come in from all the cards that have come, because I ran it through my store this time to do a little bit faster of a return shipping. But just look at all these gorgeous cards. So please give all these amazing card makers huge shout outs, because they're just so much fun. And if you want to be a part of the card swap next time, we'll be doing one over the summer time frame. Before we get into our big Christmas card swap, make sure you join our card swap Facebook group or join my newsletter so you can get all the information there. You don't have to be part of the Facebook group to be part of the card swap, but we do a lot of information. We put a lot of information in the group for you guys, and then you guys can get help. And it's an amazing group, and all the ladies and gentlemen that are a part of it are fantastic, and they do a great job helping me when I can't answer a question right away. I had somebody try to spam me the other day. Let me flip this around so everybody can. So I had somebody trying to spam me the other day and giving me, sorry, Instagram. It was just everybody went on a big ride there because my camera went nuts. Sorry. YouTube, you have no idea. I like threw the camera at my phone across the room. So yeah, somebody noticed that there was a spam coming in, and it was quickly dealt with, and then it got taken down. But it was somebody's account that was a legitimate person, but the account got hacked, and so they ended up spamming in the group. So, but you guys were on top of it, and I got like 3 messages within like 10 minutes of each other, like, hey, somebody's spamming the group. So thank you guys so much for letting me know. As a reminder, there's a couple things that are going on at this moment. So if you want to be a part of them, number one is there is a giveaway going on from our sponsors. So a company reached out to me and said, we would love to give everybody in your card swap an amazing marker. So everybody who is getting cards as part of the card swap, you are getting one of the brand new, just released new metallic brush markers from Edding. This is a fantastic. This is just one, so everybody's going to get one of this. This is one color, but there's 6 different colors, totally random. I'm going to be doing a video about how to play with these markers coming up. So that'll be one of my Card Making Wednesday videos coming up. But there's a giveaway, so you could earn one of the two. So there's 2. This is one giveaway, and this is the other. It's in the same link down in the information section. Instagram, I'll be posting them as soon as I get off with this live, so you guys can see those ones as well. But they're just a ton of fun. So if you're interested and you missed the card swap, you want to get all the colors, there's a pack that's 6 and there's a pack that is 4, and they're just Edding is good quality markers. So if you ever wanted to play with some brush markers, metallic-y at that, the link is down in the information section for you guys to join that giveaway, which runs almost through the end of the month. And on a side note, if you're wanting to learn how to use your Cricut, your Silhouette, your any of your electronic cutting machines more with card making, there is a free summit going on. It's called the Cricut Card Summit. And the registration is happening right now. There's a link down in the information section for you to join that card summit right now. So if you're wanting to blend more card making with your Cricut, and there's lots of freebie files that go along with it too. And do you have to have a Cricut? No, you could definitely have a Silhouette or a Brother, or anything else that's an electronic cutting machine. They say the word Cricut, so you understand what we mean by electronic cutting machine, not like a hand crank or you push a button and a die cuts through. So it's the machines kind of. So lots of really cool inspiration, lots of freebies. And so if you're interested in learning more about how to use your Cricuts, Silhouettes, all those with your card making, you can check that out, and you get some free files out of the deal, which is really fun. So links to the giveaway, links to the Cricut Summit are all down in the information section, and more videos to come about the card swap. This is just, I want to say, a quarter. So there's probably a good 2 to 3 more videos, maybe a 4th video, depending on how many cards. Because if I open up a package and there's 20 different cards, that's going to be more cards. If I open up a package and all the cards are the same, it's only 1 card. I try to do at least 40 to 50 cards per video, different ideas, I should say, to really make, give you a big bang for the buck. And so also, don't forget, if you are one of the card swappers, that spreadsheet, and I'll be putting the announcement in our Facebook group. If you've got a link to a social media that you want me to have people go back to you, so I can give you a shout out and links back to your social media. If you've got a YouTube channel that you do stuff on, if you've got an Instagram, not personal accounts, we're talking about like you focus on your artwork and your card making, I'd love to give you guys a shout out. So put those links down there for me. And I will get that. So thank you, everybody. I'm just looking at comments to see what everybody has. Thank you guys again, everybody, for being part of this and being on live. Make sure to give all these amazing card makers much, much love, and we'll be back with more videos soon. And don't forget to enter into the giveaway. Lots of fun. And heads up, another giveaway is coming right around the corner. Just saying. Lots of giveaways happening in May. I don't know what to do with myself. And just as a small hint, if you're interested, there's another fun little extra I've put on my website. I haven't done the official announcement yet because I'm giving my YouTube members first dibs. But if you hunt through my website, erinreedmakes.com, you might find a cool thing there. So if you're interested, take a look. But yeah, YouTube members always get my early bird announcements on all my cool, fun events, and they get lots of fun freebies. So if you want to be a YouTube member, I would love to have you. That link is down in the information section as well. All right. Have an amazing day, everybody. Wonderful hugs to all of you. And I am just finding the button to click us off. More videos to come, always. Bye, everybody. Bye, Instagram.